in our process towards greater well-being, both for ourselves and for others. An important aspect is knowing how to set and enforce a healthy boundary. So exactly what is a healthy boundary? Well, imagine in your relationships with other people, for example, that there are distances in your interrelationship that feel the healthiest for you. In the relationship, the person might be in your space, or you might be in their space too much, and you're entangled and enmeshed in a way that you're kind of stepping on each other's energy and beliefs and time in a way that doesn't feel right. It's too much, too invasive. At the other end of that spectrum, your relationship might be very distant, quite remote. It could be very rigid, and you actually don't feel very engaged or close to this person. Somewhere in between is a healthy balance. It's neither invasive nor distant. It feels right. These sorts of boundaries, knowing what feels distant, what feels invasive, and what feels healthy to you, are really important for setting limits in your life. These limits may be with other people, or it may be a boundary you want to set with yourself. For example, the amount of time that you spend working, or how much you eat, or other habits where you say, I'm not sure that I'm currently in the healthiest state of relationship with this dynamic of myself. So imagine for a moment that there's a hula hoop and you're standing in it, and then the other person is standing in the other hula hoop. If those two hula hoops are overlapping, that might be too much. If they're on the other side of the room or the building, I don't really know that person very well. So in each case, you get to decide what feels right. Now, once you've determined what feels right, it's time to make that contract. A contract for healthy boundaries has 4 steps. The first step is to begin from a place of positive intent and from compassion, and state what it is that you really want in a positive way. So for example, I really enjoy working with you. That's a statement of positive intent, right? However, it's important to me that I also have time on my weekends, and my clear, direct boundary, step 2, is that you don't email me on the weekends. So step 3, my proposed agreement is that all the things you want to talk to me about, you keep a list of, and then we'll meet once a week. And when we meet once a week, we'll go through that list together. Would that work? And then finally, step 4 is the consequence. If you don't honor this, then I'm afraid we're not going to be able to continue to work together, because I've brought this up before and it's really stressing me out to get 20 emails every weekend from you. So would you mind please organizing them into a cohesive agenda once a week? That same process can be applied to yourself. I may want to set a boundary with my diet with sweets. So for example, I could say to myself, I really value feeling healthy. That's my statement of positive intent. My clear, direct boundary is I will only eat ice cream on the weekends. That's my commitment. My agreement is with myself, and myself and I agree. And the consequence is, gosh, if I just keep slipping, I'm afraid I won't be able to eat ice cream at all. I'm going to have to come up with a different diet plan because it's not good for me. So have some fun playing with becoming aware of your dynamics with others and with yourself, and see if you can consciously identify and make some contracts with yourself to set healthier boundaries.